back, ladies and gentlemen. The General here, and me and McCree are gonna do a different type of video today. So instead of taking you on some random hijinks with the General or some other do-gooder in the Commonwealth, we are going to do a settlement tour today. Get excited. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that being said, what settlement are we going to tour? What have we done to it that makes it so special? Why are we talking like this? All will be revealed in the near future. Alright, as we traverse down this nice path doing a patrol, we see something in the distance. Doesn't seem like it's supposed to be there. What is this? Upon closer inspection, we see some artillery, see a Minutemen statue, see a couple barn-like structures across the road, and we see they have power, it would seem. They have electricity and streetlights. It seems they've rewired the streetlights here to almost give them like a defensive type perimeter. This building seems to have a lot of defenses. What is this strange place? Well, upon further inspection, we see it's a settlement of some type. There's an abundance of settlers here, some doing jobs, some patrolling, some on defense. They all look militarized or Minutemen-ish. Not sure why, but we'll investigate that later. As we go into the settlement, we can see that there's even more of them inward. There's a few buildings here we can look at, and then we see that must be what this is called. Patriot Point. That must be the name of the settlement. Strange. Don't remember hearing anything about a Patriot Point. Alright, well, we can see there's kind of like a hub or like a section for relaxation for the settlers. And there's a general store with a settler working it. We can talk to her and barter and see what goods she has to trade with. So she has a weapon, some burnt magazines, a lot of junk. It's helpful for crafting and some ammunition. Nice. As you can see, she has a variety of things in the background. It would seem her shelves look pretty full. She has gloves. She has a variety of clothing items, which would be good for all sorts of things. Change about it. She even has Voltec and Nuka-Cola. Look at that. She has board games. She has her own little stand. Interesting. Settlement is pretty set up. Seems pretty established. Look at this. We can see this is a bar of some sorts, it would seem. Doesn't look like anyone's working here at the moment, but it looks like it's operational whenever someone is on the clock. So we say that a Minuteman or security guard for this Patriot Point makes his way over to his stand. Oh, we have a newcomer here. It would seem. A nice outfit. It's a nice little front porch area here. I like this. They really do. It seems that there are water purifications over here set up right nice beside them. It seems that they have everything wired to a recruitment beacon at the top of their settlement, which makes sense. So, what is this strange settlement? What is Patriot Point? Well, in my gameplay, Patriot Point is a checkpoint for the Minutemen, a sort of supply station or resupply station or supply depot for them to come to and from different settlements within the Commonwealth and then stop to rest, eat some food, resupply, get ammunition, trade, do whatever before continuing on their long perilous walk to whatever settlement Preston Garvey has them defending or we have them patrolling. It's a nice central area here at the top. As you can see, we've already branched out. We've already sent someone to Finch Farm. It's the first supply line. We have a provisioner sent there. We're going to continue to branch out from here. We're going to eventually reach the slog. So yeah, I've created a bit of a supply depot here for the Minutemen. However, the trick is, with like every settlement in this game that we create and every base we have, you can never be too careful because of the fact that everybody is out to get us. So, This is not advertised as a Minutemen base. As you'll notice, there are no Minutemen flags here. There are no flagpoles up. There is not an overbearing amount of Minutemen presence. There's no Minutemen propaganda. There's no Minutemen decorations. Besides the Minutemen statue, but that was there before we were settled here. There's nothing we can do about that. That's just part of this land. We can't control that. So, like as I said, it's not advertised as a Minutemen supply depot. So what is Patriot Point? Well, as you can see, I've set up a bit of a hub here, or a bit of a facade of a hub for every other faction in the game or enemies to kind of see and brush off and be like, oh, it's just a settlement. It's just a small little trading settlement. It's a smaller version of Diamond City or Good Neighbor, what have you. You know, not think much of it. But in all reality, the Minutemen are staging a huge supply depot here, and they use this area to move troops, resources, equipment, etc., without being detected by the rest of the Commonwealth. That is the point of establishing Patriot Point. So, in order to keep this facade up and to keep everybody off our backs, we have staged this entire settlement. This is all a facade. In reality, this is all staged for the Minutemen's operations. As you can see, one of our secret provisioners on his way now to another settlement. So continuing on with the tour, we have a weapons workbench out front here. In the main building, here we can enter. See one of our settlers here, chilling out in this nice little living area that I've created. Turning around, we have the radio with Radio Freedom, hint, hint on. We have a nice little kitchen area here for them to use. Now upstairs is mostly a bedding area. We have some decorations, which is nice. Like I said, it's not overtly Minutemen because it's a secret. So we have flags up, but not Minutemen flags. Here's just basically their bunks for the main houses, like the people that live here and work on the settlement all the time. Some people that run their shops and stuff like that. But back here we have a secret Minutemen steamer trunk where we can keep our loot. No one would ever suspect way back in the corner there. So continuing on, shutting that guy in there. And around here we have the bar. There will be someone here eventually. I just haven't equipped a settler yet. We have a recruitment beacon, which is what the main source of our power, it would seem, is. It's right in the middle of our house, and it powers the water purification machines. It powers all of our electricity for our lamp, our streetlights, and it comes all from over there. So that's what it looks like, and that's how we connect our power all throughout the settlement. Now in my gameplay, we have re-engineered the streetlights in our benefit here. We use them as a bit of a spotlight technique. We have them posted everywhere. We've installed them throughout the settlement just around it to make it a little bit safer. We've also installed this nice little white picket fence here, as you can see, to help keep out the unwanted guests. Now, continuing onward, the second building we have here is a massive barn. Looks pretty good. We have a chem station here with a caravan guard using it. That's good. We have a place we can sit down and get a haircut, which is nice. I believe they're working here somewhere. And we have some shelves and stuff. Eventually, we're going to put in some more supplies and storage and stuff like that. I'm not sure what I want to do with this eventually. But coming out of here, you can see I pretty much have this entire area enclosed, so this door is not very useful, but it's whatever. It's nice. Here we have a little spot for the caravan traders and settlers, scavengers, what have you, to relax and chill. We have Dog Weathers chilling here. He's a nice NPC to have at your settlement. Up there we have the neon lights stating exactly what this place is, so everyone knows this is Patriot Point. That's what it's called. Now going into the third building in this settlement, this is the shack that we can't do much with. Now this is the one that comes with this settlement. Unfortunately, there's no way to just get rid of it without mods, and this is a vanilla playthrough, so we can't do that. So I made the best of the situation. I don't really want to have anybody living in there. It's not really ideal for storing stuff. So I shoved everything ugly in there that I didn't want to have to deal with, aka my power and scavenging stations. So you can see I have wedged a power generator, a fusion generator in this shack and a few scavenging stations. And I'm not sure what else I'm going to put here, but we could put something else here. But that's what I've done with this building. I wasn't sure what I really wanted to do. So I kind of just put things in there. And like I said, it worked. You can go through things next. So I have the trader here. And like I said, I have a little area for the settlers to enjoy their drinks and snacks and stuff. All right. Heading into the fourth building, the last one on this side of the complex. This is, I'll give you a tour of the top first. This is the barracks for the security of this place. Every settlement that is big enough and has traders and settlers and caravans and stuff like that has to have someone to defend it, or else it'll just get wiped out by synths or brotherhood or gunners or railroad or death halls or ferals or whatever. And in order to do that, you got to set up some security. So we have hired the top-notch security. We have outfitted this little barn here's roof with a nice little catwalk so he can patrol. We have the radio freedom up here as well. We have some ammunition in the box. We have this little scar tower. We have a sentry mini turret over here to guard his back. And then we have to have somewhere for all of our security guards to sleep because we can't have just one security guard. They have to take turns in shifts and stuff like that. So we have the barracks. Now, going into what I said previously about how not being like flashed with Minutemen propaganda and being kind of like underground and secret and stuff like that, that does not apply to the barracks. Now, this being an entire facade and everything like that, the Minutemen are very much in control of the security deposit here at the supply depot. We're very much in charge of that. It's no secret. So that being said, the barracks is very much accustomed to the Minutemen soldiers that patrol and protect this settlement low key. So you'll see some Minutemen propaganda and things that allude to Minutemen presence here in the barracks. But that is how, because they are the security, even if it doesn't seem like it. So entering the third, or the one, two, three, fourth building for Patriot Point, we have our armor work bench. We have a place for our soldiers to work out here. You see, we have a nice display of guns for our soldiers to use whenever the time comes. We have some focus laser muskets because the Minutemen love our laser muskets. We have a Minutemen combat rifle with a bayonet called the Patriot Power. Of course, Minutemen love shoving bayonets into anything that isn't free or American because that's just what we do. We have another set of 3 laser muskets over here on the wall for whenever times get hairy at the settlement. So you can see one of the Minutemen must have been called to duty or had to do something as he has left his laser musket awry on this metal bench. You can see this is like a little changing area for the security guards. They have like some of their gear in here. Like we have some Minutemen outfits. The guy's a fusion cell on his army helmet. A Coast Guard hat, some clothes, there's some Rad-X. We have a cannonball, which maybe someone's using a broadside. We have some armor, some basic stuff. And up in the corner, what is that? Right above where our security detail sleeps, we see a Minutemen flag, the first piece of evidence that the Minutemen have a presence at the settlement. How interesting. But that is the extent of the barracks. It's not super big, but it also has like enough that it's established and it has a little couple areas, for that's recreational stuff. So continuing on, closing recruiting here because he's being funky, we can come over here and we can take a nice gander at this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful garden that we have here. Now, I have extended the garden a bit. I have added some extra layers of moot fruit or extra rows. I added a portion of corn back here, as you can see for my sellers. They're all ganged up here, I'm not sure why. I've also added a row of potatoes, if you can see here. So we have extended it out a good bit. But, I mean, we're going to need more food if this is going to be a big supply depot for the Minutemen. Even if it's secret, we're still going to need food, so that makes sense. Coming over this side of the courtyard, we have the other entrance for caravans and Minutemen patrols and such. Again, are here with our artilleryman up on this little platform that we have constructed for him. in the corner of the settlement, aiming an artillery in the Commonwealth to give the general backup at any time whenever he calls upon it. He's doing God's work up there. This is the corner of this settlement on the side. This is as far as we can go. We have the white picket fence again protecting us as a little layer. Coming down here, we can see they're all still punched up here. Oh my. Alright, so now the settlement is very friendly to people who travel, people who wander, scavengers, what have you, wastelanders. So that being said, there's got to be a place for people to sleep. If it's a facade, even if it's a fugazi, it's not real. Even if it isn't like some big settlement that's meant for housing people, it still should be able to house guests. It still should be able to accommodate for that. It has to be able to hold up to some extent of the lie. You know what I mean? So that being said, we have constructed a fifth building over here in this corner of the settlement. We have continued here with these street lights. We wired them over here. We have also extended the white fence. So in this last corner of the compound, we have a ramen. And as you can see, we have a shack. Now this is a prefab. I didn't build anything crazy for this. Built up some razor grain growing here. That's pretty interesting. Now, I didn't build anything crazy. I just kind of built a shack, but it doesn't matter. It's the thought that counts. And as we come to the back corner of the settlement, we have the guest bunk. So coming inside, it's nothing crazy special, but it is, it offers extensive sleeping for guests. 6 guests is pretty extensive, and there's even a pull-out couch over here, which is nice. Has some storage for you guys to put your clothes, weapons, accessories, loot, valuables, whatever. Has a little table over here with, radio freedom, of course, playing at all times. It's a nice little window over here. You can look out into the woods. It's a satellite array. You can enjoy the nice little breeze, what have you, out chilling on the couch and listening to the radio, making sure everybody's safe. It's pretty basic, but like I said, it just has to be for the guests. They don't need anything super accommodating. So, that being said, that is the guest bunk for our settlement. Now, rounding about over here, we can finish off seeing how nice our garden is. We see the backside of our settlement. It's looking pretty safe. It's completely secure with the white picket fence. We have some carrots growing up back behind the shack here. It's good. Now, I wasn't quite sure what to do with the swampy area because I want to use it for the water purifiers, but at the same time, you can't really build all this sludge and crap without, you know, doing something crazy. And I'm also not using mods, so that's out of the picture and out of question. So I think what I concluded was my answer was I put 2 of the big water purifiers down, decided that was going to be enough for the settlement, and then I just built over it with the boardwalk floors because this is gross and you really can't get rid of that without mods or extensive glitches. I don't even know what would get rid of this crap. So I just figured it was better, like, not even try and just build over it. I think I did a decent job. I think it's not really as noticeable. There's not many gross spots in this settlement as there used to be when it first spawned. Like, I've never really wanted to just seek out country crossing and build here, but after this playthrough and, coming up with the lore and, creating something cool for the Minutemen in a place that they need, but they have to hide it. You can't just have it out in the open. I've really grown to love this settlement. I really think it's a good one. I'm glad Bethesda's put it in the game. Walking around our settlement, taking a little stroll. It looks pretty nice. Looks secure. Like I said, it's exactly what we want. Looks just like basically a smaller version of Diamond City. It has some defenses that are beefed up, but other than that, it doesn't look too conspicuous. It doesn't scream with the Minutemen or anything. And at the same time, it's also fine. I wouldn't want to mess with the settlement. They've got artillery in 2 corners. Looks like they have at least a decent security detail. And they have multiple buildings, so you have no idea how many troops there actually are here. This would be a nightmare to try to take over. Like, raiders aren't just going to raid this place. Gunners aren't going to raid this place. No one's going to mess with you. So this is a really good location. It's pretty solid, right in the middle of the map, like I said. It's going to be very good for setting up a lot of connections to the different settlements out on this side of the map, which is what we're looking forward to in this part of the playthrough. So it's really close to the National Guard uh, facility as well, which is always firing at us and stuff. Couldn't get rid of this car, unfortunately. I wonder if I can push it. Hold on, McCree. No, can't. Darn. But yeah, continue in the circle. come to the front. I think it looks pretty good. We got another mini sentry bought over there, patrolling. We have some settlers enjoying a nice drink at the bar. We have a nice little front porch area. Another military checkpoint for us to make sure everybody's being safe. And then again, we can come to the front or the point of the settlement, Patriots Point, ladies and gentlemen. That being said, I think that is it. I don't think there's much else I've done. I will update this settlement continuously throughout our gameplay. I will continue to show you guys and everything like that. But for now, I just wanted to kind of like run through, give a quick little tour, talk about the lore behind it, why I built things like the way I did, how it fits in with my gameplay, everything like that. And I think I did well. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really do. I put a lot of time, a lot of effort into all the placement, how everything looks and everything in the aesthetics. I really did, and I hope you enjoyed the entire video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I make follow-up videos every single day of the week. We're the General, and we continue to fight the good fight for the Minutemen and help them retake the Commonwealth, and I can't do that without your help. So that being said, the General says, have a safe and very, very, very good rest of your day. We'll catch you in the next one. At ease, soldier.